Sucker soup on a hot summer day. Coffee comes back in a nerve-wracking way. The dishes and laundry take the garbage out. What a day, what a day, what a day.
Today, we're so happy you're joining us today. We've got a great lineup and a couple of surprises too as we go along. But we're going to be starting out with the Schenectady Theater for Children. If you're looking for something to do with kids, the Haunted Hotel is a place to go. But we'll find out if there's an age limit or how young they can come, you know. But anyways, then we're going to be talking about the Schuylerville Community Theater, and they're doing Moon Over Buffalo. We'll be talking about that and what their the dates of that production. Then we're going to be talking about Dare to Dream. That has to do with a fundraiser for spina bifida. And then we have a very special guest, Evelyn Keplinger. She's been on the cover of magazines and also of newspapers for her fabulous cakes. And we're going to be talking about and seeing some of those cakes that she makes. And then Lisa Perezzo is representing the Green Market. And by the way, our breaks today will be one of the Green Market inside of Proctor, so you can see what that's like. And then we're going to be talking about a new pain therapy coming up. And it's brand new, and we'll find out more about it. And we have a massage therapist. She's also a physical therapist, and we're going to be talking about that as well. And I want to give a shout out to the Open Stage Media for getting the award for being fabulous, I guess. They're doing, there it is, right up there on the screen. And then, as I mentioned, we'll be doing the Green Market for the breaks, but we're going to be starting out right away with our guests. Hey, so glad to have you on the show today.
Good morning.
We're going to be talking about the Haunted Hotel. Are you all residents of that hotel?
Well, we were employees, and Miss Julie Blissful, she's actually going to be having her wedding reception
You're
at the hotel.
having a wedding?
Yes,
you know, we have a wedding. We have a nice cake here too. Yeah. We'll celebrate that afterward.
Yes,
Oh my.
I'm having my wedding in the Starlight Ballroom of the Victoria Hotel, the Grand Victoria Hotel.
And you are dressed for it.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I'm getting married on Halloween.
Well, that's
Yes,
a perfect
indeed.
day to get married. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you are the proprietor? Is that
Well,
right?
I'm the hotel manager, filled the rooms, and this is our reservation specialist, Ivana Sweets. And our whole thing this year is we have reopened the hotel because it was actually on the space where the Campbell Mansion was built.
Really?
And the Campbell Mansion built in 1880, whatever, I can't remember exactly.
So that's why it's Victorian.
Oh, yes, well, and also, too, we are haunted by a ghost, Victoria the ghost.
Okay.
And you could possibly see her.
Really?
Yes, there have been sightings, and
In that
actually,
hotel,
oh
really?
yes,
Yeah.
and actually, we do have a group called Boneyard Films, and they're out of Massachusetts, and they are actually doing paranormal investigation during the haunted
to find out if
house.
the ghost is really
yes,
there.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So there is all sorts of exciting things that are happening at the Grand Victoria Hotel.
And you have another employee here
yes,
as well?
this is Ivana.
Yeah, darling, I'm from New York, and they come in and see me, and I have to make sure that they pay because we have plenty of people that skip out on us.
Well, don't they bring luggage in, or what? I mean,
Well,
can you keep...
our bellhop, Sam Sinite, he's the one that's supposed to take the luggage, but it seems like nobody ever has any luggage to bring in.
Do you rent it by the hour or what?
No.
No,
It's
none
not
of
that sort of
It's-
establishment.
No, we have a very
We're running a special.
elegant.
Okay.
We have
We're
a
running
very
a special.
elegant
It is
hotel.
$5 per person.
per night.
Per
Cheapest
night.
rates around,
Yes.
darling.
Okay, great.
It's to die for.
I'm sure it's to
Indeed.
die for. Okay.
Not only that,
Oh
but I
my.
also have to make sure that they know their room number, and their room number is 36D, double D, so they have to make sure that, especially when the kids are coming in, the kids are the ones that are supposed to remember so that the parents don't get lost
They don't
in
get
the
lost,
hotel.
okay.
And half the
Exactly.
time they never remember
Do they get a
anyway.
room key when they go?
Well, when they're finished and the room is ready for them. Our room, we want to make sure that everything is perfect. So we have
You put mints on the pillows and stuff?
mince, like mince meat. That's kind of disgusting. Or do you mean like a hard mint? No, we would
Chocolate
never
mint.
do that.
How about a chocolate mint?
It would melt. The pillow would get all disgusting.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I have seen some of the kids coming out with lollipops
Oh,
and
yes,
like
and
spider
rings
rings
and
and
things like that.
skeleton
So
rings.
they've
Okay,
gotten
let's
some
talk
things, but-
about what age group should be coming to this haunted hotel. I mean, how haunted is it? We don't want
It's,
to-
the thing is this, as the evening progresses, it does get more haunted. So on Saturday and Sunday
Wait,
afternoons,
is it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, and
Okay.
Sunday.
And that's at Viaport, by the way. It's at Viaport.
And we are located in the former Victoria's Secret, right next to the Yankee Candle.
Oh, so that's why it's a Victorian. Ah, now the double. Oh, I got it out.
You're catching on.
I'm catching up.
Well, we also have
Little
a way.
slow.
We also have a way that if the children come in with their parents, they're given the opportunity. The staff is told to be not as feisty as they
Okay,
normally
okay.
are.
So you kind
and
of-
the children are also given a flashlight that also lets our
Everyone
staff
know that they're a
that
little
there's
skittish.
little children in the
Okay,
hotel.
well that's good.
And,
So you've.
but
How
we
big
are-
How
we-
big is your staff?
Oh, heavens, I don't think I've counted, actually.
Well, we have
recently.
pictures. I mean, what is that? Is that?
Well, these are actually pictures from the Schenectady Theater for Children Haunted House from years past.
Okay, well that's good.
And I think our staff now is, oh, heavens.
Somewhere between
20 and
25, 30.
yeah.
Okay,
About-
wow.
Somewhere
And
around
sometimes
there.
it rotates.
and
you know.
now who's up there?
Let's see, in the corner would be, oh, heavens, that is,
Hey, you guys sent the pictures.
yeah, I understand that and it just changed.
Well, that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Lots of interesting people.
Yeah, interesting people. We love to have
Interesting
people.
people.
Yeah.
But
And let's
with the
talk-
hotel, can I tell you the hours and,
Yes,
and what's going on?
absolutely. Please do.
Saturday and Sunday afternoons from 1 to 5
Okay.
are our kid-friendly
Okay.
times. So the ghosts are
a little bit
a
moderate.
little bit more relaxed.
Okay.
And not quite as frightening as they could be. And also the Boneyard Films people are also doing ghost busting during that hour.
Oh,
so
great.
if a child should happen to see a ghost, then it could be captured by the Ghostbusters that are there.
Sounds like fun.
And let's see, at night from 6 to 9:30 is when all holds are barred and the ghosts
Gets
come out to
spooky.
frolic.
Yes, good.
And
Frolicking
we
ghosts.
are an interesting haunted house in that we do not have a whole lot of blood or chainsaws or, let's see, no named monsters that you might know from the movies, that
alright,
sort of
good,
thing. So we're totally original
You're
haunted
original,
house.
and if you want to enjoy a haunted house, I mean, who doesn't love haunted houses around Halloween? Check it out. It's at Viaport, which is the mall over in Rotterdam, and it's in the former Victoria's Secret
Yes, indeed.
location. Okay, anything left over there?
Well,
that you
pink is the color of your nightmares now. So we
Okay.
decided to go with the pink theme.
The pink theme.
And believe me, it is pink, 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 pink. The other thing that's very interesting this year is that we have partnered with Ron Miller from Eidolon, and I know I mispronounced that, Eidolon Blacklight Theater, and there is all sorts of ultraviolet
Special
blacklight
effects, okay.
effects throughout
I
the
can't
hotel.
wait. I'm gonna go.
It is
I'm gonna
really
go. Just
quite
don't scare me
fascinating.
too much.
$5.
$5. That's and not only that, but it goes for the Schenectady Theater for Children. This is an amazing organization. You want to support them. They do so much. It's for children, and you do traveling.
We're not traveling as much with
You're not
our
traveling
shows,
as
but we do have
Classes. and things.
4 camps actually.
Yeah.
One at winter camp, then a spring camp with the school breaks, and 2 during the summer.
Yeah.
Hey,
And we
support
are
them.
looking to have our Great Minds series
Oh,
goes
great.
out and about, and that is when people are
Been doing
are-
that a long time,
Yes,
those Great
indeed.
Minds.
They're presenting themselves as historical characters.
Yeah, I love that.
So we
And
have,
We also have a open mic event coming up soon. That is an opportunity for children, and it's coming up January 20th. And that's an opportunity for children to express their talents on stage in a safe space. And that's open and free for absolutely everyone.
Send me
And
that information.
We're also going to
put
be
it-
doing a murder mystery dinner theater.
Hey, they've got it all. Check it out.
Lots of things
Support
coming
them.
up this year and next.
Thank you all for being here, and I'll be at your hotel. I hope you can save me a room. Stay tuned.
So
We're
long
gonna
as you have
be-
a reservation.
Okay, with reservations. I have reservations, but
I
that's
don't
okay.
We
blame
all have reservations about being there,
We're going to be
trust me.
talking with Schuylerville next. Stay tuned. And here we are back again, and we're going to be talking about Schuylerville Community Theater. They've got a play coming up called Moon Over Buffalo, and it's a great play. So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Moon Over Buffalo is a farce written by Ken Ludwig. It opens at the Schuylerville Town Hall, corner of Route 4 and Route 29 in Schuylerville on the 8th and 9th of this month, of November.
Okay, I thought it was 3 days. No,
No, it's
seven.
three performances.
3 performances,
Yeah,
but on
on
2
2
days.
days,
Okay,
yes.
good. I guess I maybe have put the wrong dates on there. I thought it was
It was.
7 through 9. Oh, it just
It
changed.
changed.
Okay, good. So what is it now so I can change it on my, when I
Eighth-
put it on?
The 8th
Eighth
at
and ninth.
7:30, the 9th at 2 o'clock and 7:30.
2 and 7:30. Okay, because I put this on Facebook afterwards. So after their appearance, we show them, give a picture of them, and let everybody know about what's going on. So,
Good.
so tell me, how are you involved with this now?
I'm one of the actors. I
Okay.
play a character by the name of Howard.
Okay.
He's kind of this nervous Nelly weatherman. He seems to be constantly looking for approval and appreciation for what he does.
Okay.
But he seems to find his stride when he's predicting the weather.
Okay, and good. And we'll introduce the other guests too. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Garrett West.
Yes.
I'm an SCT board member.
Yeah.
I'm
Are you in
here-
the play?
I'm not in the play, no, but I'm here to represent the group and
Well, good.
tell you about other events we have going on.
Okay. What else do you have going on? And we'll get to you in a minute.
Okay. So this is our 40th year, founded 1980. So this year we're going to be celebrating with on June 6th, we're going to be doing a part of our annual meeting. We're also going to be doing a 40th anniversary celebration. And I'm also going to be directing our spring musical, which is going to
Annie.
be, it's going to be Annie, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What
And
a great play that is.
we're going to be
musical.
holding auditions for that the 10th, 11th, and 12th of December. And the show's going to go up May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at the Schuylerville High School.
Okay, good. And Dane, tell me about you. You've been on before.
Dane Martin, yes. Well, this is my 7th show for SCT, and it just keeps getting better.
Yeah, it does. So what's your part?
Oh, I'm playing a fancy Hollywood lawyer who's trying to steal the actor's wife.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's not so nice. But that's what makes the play interesting, right?
Yeah, it sure does.
It's not much of a stretch. Huh?
It is a farce.
So yes, it is. I love farces, and that's where everybody gets mistaken identities and door slam and all kinds of
There's
things.
lots
going on.
of door slamming.
Yeah. So how do you do that in the town hall?
Well, it's a creative process.
Okay,
There
good.
There's a lot of work involved.
There's a lot of work involved, yes.
So what is the premise of the entire play, just for those who have never seen it? Because I saw it on stage, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
There's my character, the old selectively deaf grandmother, who doesn't like the leading actor. They're in Buffalo. They're a touring company.
Play within a play.
There are bits of plays within
Yeah.
the play. There's a bit of Cyrano de Bergerac, a bit of Private Lives, and Ken Ludwig's basic script, and it's very funny.
It's a great show.
It is delightful. It's very hard to describe the structure of the play because it's
Well, it's a farce.
very
I mean,
complex. It's fast.
yeah.
Tom Moore directed it on Broadway, and it marked the 30-year absence and / return of Carol Burnett, where her and
That
Philip,
she was in that, yeah, I
yes,
remember
her
that.
and Philip Bosco, Bosco, ended up both getting nominated for Best Actor and Actress awards, Tony Awards for that.
So yeah, so
It's a
maybe
really
you'll
good
get
show.
the, well, I don't know if you'll get the Tony
I
Award.
don't know about that.
It would be nice,
Wishful thinking.
really, if you could get a Tony, but they do have awards, the Tanis Awards that they give out for special plays. 40 years, I can't believe you've been around 40 years. That's
Well, I personally haven't, but
I knew that. But the theater has been
yes,
around.
yep.
And you don't have a home then? You just kind of use the town hall?
We
or-
tend to use the town hall, and we use the Schuylerville High School
Whatever's
every other
available.
year. Yep. Along with
You'll
that,
probably use the high school for Annie, right?
yeah, for the every other year for the big musical, we use the
Yeah,
high school.
yeah.
We also do a lot of community outreach. We do comedy shows. We have a scholarship program, so every year we award scholarships to high school seniors going off to college.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
So, it looks like you have a pretty good cast. I'm going to ask just quickly, how long have you been acting?
Oh, how old am I?
I didn't say how old you were. I said
sorry.
how long have you been
I
acting?
was just trying to work backwards.
I'm going to ask you also.
65 years.
Really?
Yes, really. 65 years. Yes.
You must have been
I was
acting in
15
your
when I first
mother's
started.
womb.
Oh.
Show, she's phenomenal.
How about you, Logan?
I'm relatively a newbie. This is only my 4th show ever,
Fourth show.
so I've been doing it for the better part of about 3 years now.
Yeah, fun, isn't it?
It's a lot of
And
fun.
how about you, Dane? I know you've been around a while.
Well, I did a little bit about 30 years ago in the Army, but then a few years ago I did Fiddler with SCT, and the bug bit me.
They've got you, and you're still hanging in there. And do you act at all?
I do, not as much as I used to, but mostly directing now. But yeah.
Well, it's a short ride to Schuylerville, but go to their town hall at Route 2 and 44.
Route 4 and 29.
4 and 29. Boy, I got those numbers wrong. Right? Route 4 and 29. Check it out, and it's an easy ride out to Schuylerville. And it's 2 days. You can only see it on 2 days, the 8th and the 9th. And there's 2 performances on the 9th. There's a matinee. If you don't like to drive at night, you can always drive out there during the
me.
day. And thank you, and I should say, just break a leg, right?
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to be talking about spina bifida and also their upcoming Dare to Dream event. Stay tuned. I'm Ann Perilla. And here we are, back again. And Spina Bifida Association of Northeastern New York. We have Julia Duffy here, right? Duff, I'm sorry, who's the executive director. And with it, she's brought Brian Darby, who's been on the show before. I think you've been on before, haven't you? Long time ago, maybe?
Possibly.
Possibly, yeah. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
When we were over at 115 North Broadway, I think it was, a long time ago. And you play sled hockey, I know that.
Yep.
My grandson plays it, and I think they play together. They're friends, so that's how we learn about that. And so tell me a little bit about, you have three, well, first of all, October is Spina Bifida Month.
Yes, it is Spina Bifida Awareness Month right now for all of October. We have a couple things going on for Awareness Month, a lot of social media storytelling and facts going out on our Facebook page, which is, the Spanini page, Spina Bifida Association Northeastern New York. And we are also selling I Love Someone with Spina Bifida shirts. And
That's great idea.
Yeah, for $10, and we're encouraging everyone to wear them on Friday, which is World Spina Bifida Day. And the last piece of it is we have a 10 for 10,000 fundraiser on Facebook as well. So we are requesting $10 donations for the estimated 10,000 people living with spina bifida in New York State.
Wow,
Yeah.
10,000, wow.
Yes, yep, absolutely.
What causes spina bifida?
So they don't know what causes spina bifida. It's a combination of genetics and environmental factors.
And folic acid is still part of that.
Yes,
puzzle.
so what they believe is that, what the CDC found through their studies is that women who take 400 micrograms of folic acid at least a minimum 1 month before pregnancy, we say at any point that you are of childbearing age, because
take it. It's
yeah,
good for
pregnancies
you. Folic
are
acid is good for you.
Yeah, typical multivitamin. For women's health is going to have it, and we talk to women about taking that, in their teen years just to build the habit. But it has been found to prevent neural tube defects, including spina bifida.
Right.
Yeah.
So the folic acid is very important. And at childbearing age, why not?
Right,
Why not take it?
I mean, with 50% of pregnancies unplanned, expecting people to start taking that 1 month before, it's hard. And there's also women who have taken folic acid and their children still have spina bifida. So it's not a guarantee, but they know it plays a role.
Now, you say that Brian is a intern. What are you doing, Brian?
So I help Julia with like day-to-day tasks, whether it's sending out mass emails.
Okay, so you're a worker. You're a worker bee.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it going there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you have, I love the wheelchair thing. Tell us about that.
The wheelchair dance, yes. So at our Dare to Dream
and we
fundraiser.
have a photo of that, I think, coming
great,
up.
Yeah. So 2 years ago, we actually started this, and we've always brought an awareness piece to Dare to Dream. It's just a great time with about 200.
Is that part of it?
Yes, that's from our program 2 years ago, exactly. So we tried to raise awareness at our fundraiser for, our donors and our families, and we brought in Roll Call Wheelchair Dance, and they specialize in partner dance for people of any ability. So it could be me dancing with someone who uses a wheelchair, two people using a wheelchair dancing together, and they demonstrate various styles of dance at Dare to Dream, and then the next day they graciously host a workshop. So people using wheelchairs, people using crutches, standing partners, all can learn how to dance together. And it's
move to the music.
Yes,
right?
and it's certainly something missing from our area. There is a lot of adaptive sports, like
Yeah,
Brian
okay.
does sled hockey.
That's okay.
Thank you. But partner dance is really sort of missing. So we actually are offering incentives this year for dance studios to attend Dare to Dream, view the performance, and then send a dancer to the workshop the next day to act as a standing partner, just trying to increase inclusivity in the dance world locally.
That's interesting because I was involved with the Fourth Sunday Community Ballroom Dance, and not recently, but in years past, they have had the
Yeah?
wheelchair dances. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they're included in the ballroom dance, and usually there's a person behind them, and they.
That's that's great. Absolutely.
I don't think they do it now, but I should kind of bring it to their attention.
Yeah, I would love that
Yeah.
because we're always trying to get that going again for sure.
Yeah, and there's a lot of ballroom dancing, and
Yes.
it's an amazing community for ballroom dancing. And
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you like to dance? Do you do have you taken the dance class?
I haven't personally. I'm more of
Okay.
a sled hockey kind of a
I
sports
know
kind
it.
of guy.
Let's talk about sled hockey. You don't mind if I bring
No,
up
go
sled hockey?
ahead.
because-
Absolutely.
And I've gone to the games. These are amazing games. You have to realize that there's special sleds that they use, and your upper body. Oh my God, you guys are so strong.
Yeah, it's actually a Paralympic sport too.
It's a Paralympic. And were you on the team when you played Union and you beat Union? I guess.
Yeah, I've been on the team for probably almost 10 years now.
Yeah. So and Derek has as well.
Yeah.
But it was funny because the whether it was Union or one of the, or RPI, maybe it was RPI, but one of them, they had to actually get into the sled hockey. They had to compete on the same level as the guys that are playing sled hockey all the time.
Oh, that's incredible.
And they were having an awful lot of trouble. And all I know is you guys beat them.
Yeah.
So, but if you ever get a chance to see a sled hockey game, it's really quite good. And they are, and the amazing thing is that they have their thing. They have to flip it.
Yeah,
because one gets you moving and the other gets you to hit it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So I mean, the talent that it takes
Very
to play
dynamic.
is amazing. So have you competed at all? I mean, or you're still with this regular
Yeah.
team? You travel around, right?
Yep. We compete annually in Lake Placid with the Empire
Yeah, I
State.
think that Derek was up at Lake Placid for that.
Yep.
Yeah. And you play on the? Are you playing the regular hockey?
Uh,
The Olympic.
Yeah. Well, if you make it that far in the tournament, you end up competing at that
Okay,
level.
so it's a tournament that you have to kind of.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And they even have the Wounded Warriors. Some of those have their
Yes.
own teams as well. Is that correct?
Well, some of the Wounded Warriors actually play
With your team?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Check it out if you get a chance. I think you play over by the airport. Is that where you're playing
Yes,
now?
the Albany County Hockey Facility.
Yeah, yeah. Check it out. If you're looking for something kind of unusual, you'll be amazed at the strength behind that they use in the coordination that it takes. Is amazing. I mean, I watch them and they're flipping the stick back and they're moving and they're hitting it and then they're following it. It's like, it's an amazing sport. It really is. Are there any other sports? I think they've done some skiing and stuff. What are some of the other sports that they do?
Stride does skiing, I know. And,
Yeah.
I used to play wheelchair tennis myself.
Wheelchair tennis. Oh, Derek did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that over at Central Park.
Yes.
See, I know.
Yeah.
But check it out and please support them because they're doing so much good stuff for the people who have spina bifida. Their lives are just enriched by this wonderful organization and by Stride, who's doing so much as well.
Absolutely.
So just keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And remember that October is Spina Bifida Month.
Yep.
Get a T-shirt that says, I love someone with spina bifida. right?
Absolutely.
And it's only $10.
Yes.
Where do they get them?
You can contact the Spina Bifida Association of Northeastern New York directly. You can go on our Facebook or you can go on our website, which is www.spanini.org.
And where are you located?
We are located in Scotia Plaza in Scotia.
In Scotia.
And our service area is Northeastern New York, but as the only affiliate chapter of the National Spina Bifida Association in our state, we do respond to requests from across New York.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you got a busy job.
We are busy, yeah.
But you
It's
got
great
some
having
help
people like
over here
Brian,
with Brian.
absolutely.
Yeah. Brian, good
Absolutely.
to see you.
You
Yeah,
too.
see you again. And I know that your family is such a supporter too of this as well.
Oh, absolutely.
As is Donnie Gallo. He's always
Of
schlepping
course.
stuff around, I tell you. So they got a lot of support from people who are affected by it and understand the need for supporting this wonderful program. And thank you, Julia, for being here today.
Oh,
It's
thank you
really
for
a
having us back.
wonderful program that you have, and I know personally how much you do for them. So,
Thank you.
Thank you. And we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to talk about a master cake baker. Amazing. Stay around. You get a piece of cake.
Very cool.
Good. Yeah. Well, that's what you're going to find if you go to the Green Market, which is going to be held inside starting in November. But anyway, I don't think you're going to find this cake there.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Evelyn, I missed her the first time. She was on the show before, and I was unable to host it that day. And she promised she would come back again, and she brought a cake with her. And I really want to talk about some of the cakes because I first met you in the newspaper.
Right.
When I saw that cake that you made for 750 people. It was an Indian wedding, was it?
Muslim.
Muslim,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. I didn't
Yeah,
know
I
what,
couldn't
or
remember.
Pakistan, one of those. But it's an amazing cake. So let's see if we can start out with the first picture, which shows Evelyn next to the cake, and then we'll show the cake and we'll talk about it, if that's possible. Okay, now there's Evelyn. There's you with the cake. Well, you were a little nervous about this cake, weren't you?
Well, yeah. 'cause
Being on a swing, because that cake is on a
Yes.
swing.
It was a crystal swing. It was beautiful, really beautiful.
Okay, now let's get a next shot, which shows the cake itself. Okay, there it is. What did it take to make that cake, and how did you manage to put it on a swing
Well,
without it falling off?
I had lots of help.
Okay.
Yeah, it took quite a long time planning. I met actually with the couple, well, the bride, because her fiance was in London at the time.
Okay.
And we met about 4 times before we actually came up with, the plan for everything. But it did take a good 3 months of really making the parts that I wanted to go on the cake. So it did take some time.
Yeah, and that was edible, right?
Everything was edible,
Yeah,
yes.
no, I mean,
yes.
it wasn't just a prop. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
it
yeah,
a
it
cake.
was edible.
Let's take a look at some of the other cakes that you've made, and maybe you can tell us a little something about these. You
Okay.
use fondant, I would imagine, with some
I
of
do
these.
both. I do
Yeah.
both, yes.
This one doesn't have the fondant. I
No,
know
that's
that.
just the buttercream. The one up in the left-hand corner that looks kind of like a bridal gown, I've actually done that cake a couple times.
Oh, it's
Brides have
beautiful,
asked
yeah.
for it. And so it's just like the ruffles on the bottom, like I said, to kind of, look like a wedding gown or a dress.
Now, do you design these, or do people
I do
say,
both.
I'd like a cake that looks like this?
I do both. I even take inspiration from, pictures.
And you work with a master cake decorator as
I
well.
work with several,
Yeah.
different
and,
artists.
and to up your skills.
Yes, oh, absolutely.
That one is
absolutely. Oh.
absolutely gorgeous, and
Oh,
you won
thank you.
awards as well.
I had, yes.
I don't know if you won an award for that one,
right,
but I
but
just
Couples
happened to
Choice
think-
Award.
yeah.
I have been, yes. And the one on the left was for an Indian wedding, and actually, I just did her sister's
okay.
cake this year.
Those are gorgeous. Those are like masterpieces.
Very, very time consuming, but all in all, she was happy and I was happy with the
Yeah.
final result. And the left one was for Glenn Peters. I work a lot with Glenn Peters.
And you do them for special events. You don't do them for birthday parties or anything, unless
I
it's a
used
birthday
to.
party for 500 people.
Right. It's got to be a big one.
Yeah.
I do that, and I did actually that Glenn Peters was for her Jeff's father, I believe, his 94th birthday.
Oh,
so we
nice,
did
nice,
that.
nice.
And then the other one was a wedding, a naked
gorgeous,
cake
yeah.
for this year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And do you make any kind of flavor? I mean, do people come to you and say, I really want a marble cake, or I really want a blah, blah, blah cake?
I do everything.
Lemon or-
Yes, I have.
You can manage that.
Right, yes. And a lot of times they'll want something kind of custom made, and if I feel I can do it, I do it.
Because this, I mean, the cake that you brought today is just gorgeous.
Oh,
I
thank
can't
you.
I mean,
It's just
I mean,
buttercream.
I don't know if they can get a close-up of it, but and all that sparkly is
Oh,
edible.
all edible,
Yeah.
yes.
And I
Everything
know
on
that
the
you can
cakes
even
I
get
do.
gold to put on it.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
edible gold.
Everything I use on my cakes is edible.
Yeah, isn't that gorgeous?
Completely
That's a beautiful
edible.
cake.
Thank you.
And how long does it take you to decorate something like that?
Well, like that, excuse me, didn't take long at all.
No, because you're so used
Well-
to it. If I was doing it 3 hours later,
Well-
I'm still doing this.
Right, yeah, I was kind of in a hurry to get it done.
No,
but,
that's all right.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm looking at the sides and things. Do you set this on a pedestal to work on? Because it'd be hard to work off a table.
Well,
you're
for
so
me,
talented.
everybody does it different, I guess. I like mine kind of eye level so I can see.
That's what I'm saying. It should be
yeah,
a little bit
yeah.
higher.
So
you can see what you're doing.
Right.
And you use a buttercream, you said.
That's a buttercream.
Yeah,
yes.
because buttercream. I mean, you know, have you ever gotten a piece of cake and it looks great? You know,
Right.
You're at a banquet.
Oh, yeah.
And they bring you this cake and it's, oh, it looks good, and you take one bite of it and say that's shortening.
Oh yes, yes. Well, no, you won't find that here.
And
Yeah.
why do they use shortening? It's awful.
Well, sometimes it stabilizes the cake, the frosting better,
Okay.
especially like in a real hot summer
Yeah.
day. You know, cake artists worry about things melting.
Oh, yeah,
but,
that's right.
you know, I think if you do things right, you can work with strictly
yeah,
butter.
because I mean, this is like an
Yeah.
amazing thing. How did you learn how to do this?
Trial and error.
Really?
Actually, I've always enjoyed doing cakes. When my children were little, I did all their
So you've
birthday
kind of
cakes.
done this a
Yes,
long time? It
I
wasn't
have.
like I've been, you know,
Oh.
a brain surgeon and now I want to bake cakes.
No, I did it, like I said, when my children were little, and then I kind of got away from it for a while because I was doing other things. We were in business, and then after we sold our business, I just started getting back into it. And
Yeah,
then,
but you've become a master at
well,
this.
thank you. But I started training actually with a good friend in New York. She owns New York Cake Supplies. And she said, you know, you really ought to enter our cake competition first year in New York. And I said, no, that's for the
That's for
professionals.
real big.
Needless to say, I was so proud. I went, and my first time there, I
you
took first place. I was just in my division. And I was thrilled, so I was hooked. I said, this is it. And my husband said, I think you should really start your own business. So one step at a time, I did it, and it's just kind of...
How'd you get the name? That's an unusual
Well,
name.
everyone always asks that. I have a little dog, and when he was little, my son used to say, you want a treat? And then it went to, you want a treaty beaty? So when I started, I said, oh, who's ever going to come to me anyway? I'll just call it Treaty Beaty Cakes. Well, to my surprise, you know, I should have chose maybe a different name, but it works.
It works.
It works.
I looked at that and I go, I wonder how she got that
A lot of
name.
people
Yeah.
ask that.
Yeah. So you've done this as kind of like just trying it and then it
Yeah,
works. So
yeah.
the inspiration, I guess what I like to draw to people that are viewing this,
Right.
don't give up on something.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, I've worked with a lot of younger people and even older people that ask me, and I'll say, you know what? You learn from experience. You know, so what if you mess up on something? You know, you move on and
Yeah.
you keep trying
Yeah.
because it really is something that takes time to really learn. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah,
really
no, it doesn't. But,
Yeah.
but the idea of, you know, a lot of times people have this little avocation that they just kind of do on the side, and
Yes.
it can turn out to be a
Oh,
business.
absolutely. That's what happened to me. It was just
Yeah.
really more of
People
a hobby.
started saying, "Oh, could you make a cake
Yeah.
for this?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's true. Very
Yeah.
true.
My daughter's was a fabulous cake decorator.
Yes,
and
you
she-
were telling me that.
Yeah, but now she's
Yeah.
a nurse practitioner, so she
Oh, okay.
decorates people.
Yes.
I guess you'd say.
Oh,
Or
that's
she
great,
takes
though.
care of people.
Right.
But I think that we always loved to see her make her cakes.
Oh,
too, 'cause she
absolutely.
would
It's
just
a
do
lot of fun.
amazing things.
A
yeah.
lot of fun, but a lot of work.
So if you're interested, I mean, I'm not here to I mean, there's a lot of cake decorators out there, but I will
Right.
say that these are amazing, and we are going to cut this cake. And
Absolutely.
we're going to try it and see how it is. And
Yes.
see how it is. So anybody in the audience or anybody here, we're going to cut that up. You can
Yes.
cut it up right after this segment,
Yeah.
so anybody can share it. I want to really thank you for coming back.
Well, thank
again.
you for having me, and I really
know.
appreciate
It's been
it.
a
Lots of
pleasure to
fun.
watch you and
Well, thank
look at
you.
your Facebook pages.
Thank
and,
you.
check around on Facebook because every once in a while new cake comes
Oh,
up.
yeah.
And I go, oh, that's amazing.
Aw, thank you so much.
And the idea that you can cater it to the type of event it is. That
Right, right.
So you talk a little bit
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Good. Evelyn Keplinger, she's with Treaty Beaty Cakes, and this is an amazing one of them. Thank you so much for being here today. We're going to take a quick a quick break, not a bake, and we're going to be talking with Lisa Perezzo about the wonderful green market. Stay tuned. Well, there you have it. Looking at some of that produce and food there at the Schenectady Green Market, which will be going into Proctor's in November. Is that right, Lisa?
Yes, November 3rd.
Yes, I'm here talking with Lisa Perezzo. She's a representative of the Schenectady Green Market, and they do some really great stuff. And I'm Ann Pearl, your host for Schenectady Capital Region Today, and right now we're on WOOC FM. And we're going to be talking with Lisa about the Green Market and about how they raise some money.
Yes.
You having a harvest dinner coming up?
We are having our 11th annual harvest dinner. We're in our 11th year as of November. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize that the green market just, you know, the vendor fees and things of that nature don't support the entire operation of the green market. So we do have to do some fundraising. We have some community partners. Also, Blue Shield of Northeastern New York is a great supporter of ours. But we have our annual harvest dinner, which is a farm-to-table dinner. Everything is locally sourced from our vendors.
And where do you hold that? Where do you hold that?
That is at Riverstone Manor this year.
Oh, that's right on the Mohawk River.
Yep, we've had it for the last several years. And, you know, it's a little bit of a challenge to find a banquet facility that will let you bring all your own food.
I would imagine that they really don't like to do that.
Yeah, you know, but Skip Scarlatta is very, very generous to us and supports our mission.
Well, considering what you're doing, because you are promoting the green market and local produce. Not that many of these banquet halls don't use local produce, they mostly do. But the fact is that you're having your own chefs coming in, or do you have, or they prepare?
Their chefs prepare our food, but it is all locally sourced meats, cheeses, and vegetables. And then we have a nice silent auction also, and live music, and it's always a lovely evening.
It's always a great.
Very affordable too. The ticket price is $60.
Yeah.
We try to keep, you know.
Well, it covers the meal, and it also covers the support for the green market.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the green market. In the summer, you are at around City Hall.
Yes.
And Lisa Perezzo, by the way, is a city council member here in Schenectady, so she's really a proponent of getting our local energy going here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's around City Hall, and I've been to them, and I mean, I love the green market because there's so much that you can buy. But you can buy food, you got music there, you can buy your locally grown items. You can they get plants. I mean, tell us a little bit more about.
Yeah, we have kids crafts every week. Also, we have a different kids craft that you know, families come down and the children have fun at the market also, and there's always live music, and we have our local community experts. In fact, the council is there, Coffee with the Council, the second Sunday of every month also. So if you have a city issue or a concern,
somebody's there to listen to you.
Somebody's also there. Yep, Blue Shield of Northeastern New York is there to talk about you know, healthcare for seniors, and just, you know, it's a really rich environment. And, you know, beyond that, and there was a time when there was very few reasons to come to downtown Schenectady on a Sunday, other than if Proctor's was having a show, because the foot traffic wasn't there, so the businesses were closed. And the market brings in the summertime 3,000 to 5,000 people to downtown. So not only are people coming to the green market, but J Street also has their little market, and, you know, people that go to the Merc on Clinton Street, which is a great collaborative maker space, and up to Bluebird or to the various coffee houses, and, you know, to the movies.
A lot going
and there's a lot of traffic now. And we really feel like we were the catalyst for that because of bringing people. And then in the winter, we still have, you know, we go year round every Sunday 10 to 2, except with the exception of Easter, and of course if Christmas falls on Sunday. But, you know, it's just a great reason to get out of the house even in the winter. We have lots of vegetables.
We didn't mention, though, it's at Proctor's.
Yes.
Starting in November to, what is it, May or
November
June?
Through April.
April.
Yep. And then we're outside May through October.
Right.
And this time of year, although our afternoons are quite warm, setting up at 6 in the morning is a little chilly. So we're always ready to go inside in November.
We're talking with Lisa Perezzo. She is the city council member, but she's also involved in the Schenectady Green Market. And I can understand what you sell in the summer. What do you sell in the winter?
Well, we have a potter that works with us all the time. We have prepared foods. It's a great place to come for lunch on Sunday after church or whatever. So we have lots of prepared foods. We have root vegetables. There's garlic. There's onions.
There's ethnic foods. Ethnic foods too. Yeah.
Apples that winter over. We have a couple of different apple vendors that have special rooms that they hold the apples in.
Are you
so
still
they don't
selling milk
deteriorate.
there? Milk?
Yep, milk, dairy. We have yarn. We have a knife sharpener that comes in.
That's great to know.
Does a great job. We have jewelry. We have woven products. And then we have like hummuses and cheeses and bread. I mean our daily
their
bread
breads
display
are amazing.
in Josephine's Bakery, also all whole grain. I mean, so there's a wide variety. We have between 50 and 60 vendors in the winter. Granola, of course.
Yeah.
Granola that's one of our, part of our mission is to be a business incubator, and Gatherers Granola is one of the top examples of that.
Now they're in the markets
Yeah,
now.
yeah. They
Yeah, and
started
I
out
love
just at the
Gatherers
Green Market.
Granola,
Now
yeah.
they have a new location, new manufacturing. They outgrew their old facility.
They moved. Because they had to move because they were in one location. They had to.
Yep, and they needed a bigger facility.
Yeah.
So
They're still in
it's a
Schenectady?
good, yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
Tara Kitchen is another one. She started at the market, and now, her sauces are everywhere, even down into New York City.
I know.
So it's, we work hard, and considering it's all volunteer, we have a part-time paid market manager, but all of the other functions of the Green Market are all volunteer, just
And
people
you
who
can
care
go
about the
to their
community.
website, and it's green, because if you're listening on the radio, you can't see what's up on the screen. But it's Green Market, it starts Schenectady, greenmarket.com.
Correct.
Yeah. And they've just updated their website, is that correct?
Yes, we did just update.
So
our
if you're outside the area here, and this is on the Hudson Mohawk magazine on the radio at WOOC FM, you can go to their website, find out what their schedule is and who's performing and what's going on, and you guys are just. I am so happy that you're here.
Yeah, we're happy to be here too.
Yeah, no kidding, and I love the idea that Proctor's is opening it up for. And sometimes it gets a little hairy when we have a big Broadway show.
When there's a show, it gets quite busy, but that's the wonderful part of it.
It's a party.
Yeah.
It's a big party,
Yeah.
and I want to thank you for what you do for the community, because
my
I know
pleasure.
Lisa's very active in so many. I don't even know how she gets her shoes on in the morning without being on the run.
Coffee.
Coffee. Well, you're going to be able to take a piece of cake, I think, maybe, because we got that cake from Evelyn baked, and we hope that they'll get that cut up for us all. But the Green Market is from 10 to 2.
Yep, every Sunday,
Every
10 to 2,
Sunday.
year-round.
Year-round.
With the exception of Easter. Mm-hmm.
And we want to encourage you to come on over, no matter where you are in the Capital Region. Come on over to the Schenectady Green Market. You will not be disappointed. It's a great event, whether you come in the spring and summer when it's outside around City Hall. It's a party. Or you come at Proctor's. It's a party.
Yep.
And if you're coming to one of the Broadway shows on Sunday, come early and enjoy the Green Market, have lunch, and then go to your show.
Yep. So Thursday, November 7th, 5:30 to 8:30, our harvest dinner at Riverstone Manor, and you can buy tickets online. And just one more thing, we do baskets at Christmas, and they've been very popular. Yes. So come to the market. You can purchase what you'd like, and we'll put it in a basket for
that's a
you
great
and wrap
idea.
it with cellophane. So stay tuned for that announcement.
That's a great idea.
It's very, very popular.
Yeah. Not only that, but you're supporting the Green Market.
Right. And local
business.
vendors. Yeah.
And every time you support a local vendor, you are supporting the local economy.
Absolutely.
Because that money just keeps rotating right in our communities, no matter where you are in the Capital Region. Right now you're listening to Schenectady Capital Region Today, and we're currently on WOOC FM, and we've been speaking with Lisa Perezzo from the Schenectady Green Market. I'm Ann Prill, your host. Stay tuned for another great segment. Well, here we are with Laura Brown. Laura Brown is she's a physical therapist. She's also a licensed massage therapist. She's does amazing things with her hands, right? And but the important thing is that right now we're talking about a new method of, we talk about pain. There's a lot of people in pain, whether it's chronic or maybe it's just something has come up and thrown something out of alignment or whatever it is. And we want to stay away from drugs if we can. I mean, and I'm a pharmacist, so I understand drugs, believe me. You don't want to be dependent on any of that if you don't have to. They're good when you need them, but let's try and do something that may be non-invasive. So this is a new system called Calmer
therapy.
Calmer therapy. And we have a photo showing what it is, but it kind of reminded me of the TENS unit, but she says, well, this is way beyond that.
It's way beyond TENS.
Okay, so there it is. So tell me, is this because the person has a leg problem, or is this something for her back, or what? Tell me.
That particular person looks like they're getting several areas treated, which is a nice feature of the Calmer therapy. It has 5 channels.
Oh, okay.
So we can treat 5 areas of the body at once.
Oh, really?
Yep. Calmer therapy is the game changer for people suffering with neuropathic or oncologic pain. It's everything we want our pain therapy to be and nothing we don't want. Like you mentioned, there are no dangerous addictive
There's no
narcotics.
side effects on this one.
There are no side effects. It's non-invasive. It's not even an obnoxious stimulation. It feels like our skin is humming and tingling and vibrating.
So you're using electronic, you're using...
It's e-stim.
Okay.
It's e-stim.
So what you're stimulating, right? Is this
Yes.
sort of like acupuncture with vibrations, or what? Tell me a little bit.
No, the stimulation that the feeling that you end up having is like a tingling vibration feeling.
Okay.
So it's very nice, and most people fall asleep. Many people fall asleep because it's the first time they've experienced no pain in a long time. What we're doing is we're sending a message in to the nerve. The nerve is sending the brain a message that it's in pain. And that area of the body that it supplies is in pain.
Well, and
it's stuck in a loop.
When
So-
you get pain, the reason for pain is that something is wrong in the body and that you react to it. In other words, if you touch something hot, you're going to feel pain to take your hand away.
Chronic pain, though, our
Is
tissues
entirely different.
Our tissues have healed.
Yeah.
It's not that they're not healed, but our nervous system is stuck in this loop. So Calmer is going to scramble the message that's getting sent to the brain. It's going to start sending it a no pain signal, and that's going to become the dominant signal that the brain receives. So instead of I heard, the brain is going to start getting the message, I don't hurt anymore. There's no pain, and it's wonderful, and it will know very quickly whether it's working or not. And if it's neurologic or oncologic pain, it's going to work.
It's going to work.
If it's not working, it's even a tad diagnostic at that point because there's something else going on if it's not working.
Oh, okay.
So it's a beautiful therapy, and it works when other things have failed. And
So
it's
if you had a
effective.
broken bone with pain, it wouldn't work.
It works on the nerve damage.
On the nerve damage.
If there's trauma and the nerves are still causing a problem.
Basically, so just tell me about this, because I guess I'm not clear. This is you would go to somewhere to have this done.
Yes.
It's not like you buy the unit, bring it home, and plug it in.
No, unfortunately,
Okay.
not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
So you would go to this place. So, and obviously you would handle this. Okay, now is this something you go daily? Do you go weekly? Do you go 3 times a week? Tell me what.
The protocol is serious. The protocol is every day until you're done. It's acceptable to break for the weekend, but it's Monday through Friday, 45 minutes to an hour until you're done. Yes. And the average number of sessions, this is what everybody wants to know, how many sessions.
Yeah,
and it's
because
a hard
people are
question to
wondering
answer
about that,
because
yeah.
it all depends on
It all depends.
the diagnosis, the severity, the comorbidities, what pain level you came in at. But an average session series, an average has been 10 sessions.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. No, and when you've been living with chronic pain for years, that's not too much to ask. You go Monday through Friday, and hopefully that's it. But you are done when there's been 48 hours of no change. That's the new normal. Hopefully we get that pain down to 0 over 10.
That's really interesting because this is revolutionary.
Yes, yes.
And how was this discovered, or how does that, tell me the background on it.
Calmer therapy was developed in Italy.
Okay.
And it's
A big shout out for those Italians.
it's fairly new to the United States, and it's not in very many places yet. Currently, people have to travel for this therapy. They have to go to.
But it's here, right here.
It's here now. It's here. And because of the protocol, traveling to get it is kind of logistically kind of difficult, because you not only have to pay for this therapy, you have to put yourself up. You have to get your meals. Somebody that comes with you is not going to work now. You're not in your home. It's a logistically difficult thing to do. So
do you see this as being found eventually in hospitals or in? I mean, where is this going? This therapy going?
I think once it catches on, it's definitely going to be in hospitals. It's going to be on cancer units. It'll be something that therapists do routinely, like they do TENS now, because TENS is kind of a distraction therapy. It's not. It's not taking care of the pain in so much that when you take the TENS off, it's still there.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is.
Because the first thing I asked her is, how is this different than the TENS unit?
Yeah, this is eliminating the pain, and it lasts. It lasts.
So
our
there's
frequent flyers may get up to 6 months of pain relief after a series, and that's a frequent flyer. Some people are getting more than that.
So then, it's say at the end of 6 months, if the pain comes back, you can do this again, and there's no problem.
If people come back, it's even better, because if people come back as soon as the pain starts ebbing its way back in, they might get 1 to 3 booster sessions. They wouldn't.
It wouldn't have
they wouldn't
to be
need
the
a whole
whole
series.
routine.
No,
Yeah.
no.
This is amazing.
It's
I'm so
wonderful.
glad that you've brought
It's
this to my
wonderful.
attention and to our viewers' attention, because we're all, we're looking for ways to eliminate pain. I mean, it's distracting. It's debilitating. It wears you out.
It changes your life. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in chronic pain, and you can't sleep right. Everything is like thrown off kilter for you. So having a way to eliminate that pain, even over, and I know you think, what, 2 weeks I got to do this? Are you kidding? 2 weeks is nothing if you can get rid of the pain.
Yeah.
So you're even saying, even with oncological.
Yes, oncological pain.
treatment.
Sometimes the tumor will interfere with the nerve, much like a herniated disc will interfere with the nerve. And so they will get what we call chemotherapy-induced peripheral neuropathy.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can help
That
with
neuropathy
that.
is terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, and if you want to know what that is, it's like when you're tingly and you can't, diabetic neuropathy, and there's different kinds of neuropathy.
Yeah, they can't feel their feet when they're stepping on the floor. They
Yeah.
don't know it, and,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have pain shooting down their legs,
So-
and it's really cramping lifestyles. That's not how we are meant to live. We
No.
should not live that way. We should not give up things due to pain.
Absolutely not. But I do have to say what's coming up next week, but don't go away, because we're going to talk a little bit more. Albany Civic Theater is coming on about Alabama story, and that's a big cat. Whoa, we got a whole bunch of people coming on that. And the Classic Theater Guild, they bring a bunch of people with Diary of Anne Frank. The Frog Alley Brewing is going to be here. We have an Halloween teaser, because we've got a couple of, one person who's works at Paranormal Research, and another one who's a Halloween aficionado. We're going to talk about the legal corner. What's your responsibilities during Halloween? And then the Schenectady Light Opera is going to be talking about Mary Poppins. Well, it's a busy show. Where did that all happen? I don't know. Maybe but we need to talk more about, because with the opioid issues, we're hearing so much about that people have been given for pain, and then they can't seem to get off it.
Right.
I don't quite understand that, but I understand.
Prevention is
yeah.
the best cure.
So if you can prevent the
Yes.
use of that, now should they still, when the Calmare, when they do that, should they still be taking their like ibuprofen or Advil?
Oh, I'm glad you asked me that, because they will have to see their doctor. How the whole thing starts is you see your neurologist, your pain management physician, and there will be a prescription right on my website that you can print off. That's everything I need to know.
Okay.
We need to have a proper diagnosis, and there are certain medications that need to be weaned prior to beginning Calmare, and that's something that we want the doctor involved in. And we want a follow-up, at least phone call in 3 days, because the therapy is so effective. Any pain medications they're still on, it's still taking.
They may not need them.
They want to stay in touch with their doctor to keep that monitoring going, because I don't monitor medication. That's not what I
well,
do.
No, that's not what you
But
do.
that's great because that gets the doctor involved and lets them see how effective this treatment is. And it's very important to have good communication with the physician because you're going to want to know dosages, and this is what's happening
you have
now.
to titer it. And
Yes, exactly.
We've been talking with Laura Brown. She's the one area person right now. You're the only one, I think, that's doing this, or unless you got a few other people doing it that I don't know about.
Just wait, it'll catch
me,
like
just her.
wildfire.
If you're trying to relieve some pain, you might want to check out this system of pain relief that's non-invasive. Stay tuned. We'll see you next week.